Welcome back to our program, Transportation Sales Tax Program, that is. We're talking with Jim Fisher today about plans and planning. I had no earthly idea that all of this that has to do with a road or building a road or highway had to have a set of plans or should have a set of plans in order for the contractor to follow precisely what is going to be needed in constructing this roadway or highway or intersection and the like. Boy, this is more important than I thought it was. I had no earthly idea. We're looking at Tanger Outlet, or one of the projects. That's just one of the projects that your company has done. What have you laid out here, and for whom?
Well, we're typically hired by local governments or the state DOT to design projects so that they can bid them. They take our plans, their specifications, and bid them. And sometimes, as with this project, there's some preliminary studies to be done. Those might include a traffic study to determine whether or not we install traffic signals or whether there'll be stop signs, those sorts of things, how many lanes there are. And that was the case with this project. And then we'll do field surveys to find out where everything is. And our field survey is basically a 3D picture of where the ground is and where, high spots, low spots, and those sorts of things. We also do geotechnical studies before design, and that's to find out what's underneath that area, what kind of soils we have.
Now who does all of this work?
We generally have.
Does it come back to you or somebody like you who puts it all together?
We put together a team, and that might include sub-consultants. For example, our geotechnical is done by another company. They go out and drill and do laboratory tests and those sorts of things. And then that's how we determine what kind of pavement we need.
Is it important that the contractor or the builder understand what kind of asphalt they're using, what's contained in it, what's in the earth?
Well, it's the only way that
where they're going to be building, and what's down below and what's up above. And
it's really the only way they can actually bid it.
Really?
I mean, they have to. We want the lowest responsible price from them. And in order to do that, we try to give them as much information as we possibly can.
Could they do this on their own? I'm talking about the person that builds it. Could you have some sort of a team made up of just a designer and builder?
You could. Projects of this size are not typically done that way. That's usually a larger size project that goes to design-build. In design-build delivery, the contractor and the designer team up, but it's still after some preliminary conceptual design has been done. And then they design and build the project together.
Now, who starts this project, or who starts the action on this? Is it the owner who comes to you, or do you go to the owner, or does the town council come to you and says, we want this, that, and that, and you put it together so that somebody can build it for us?
The owner generally identifies what the need is, and that's done through development. Sometimes it's driven by growth and development in the community or in a specific area that says, okay, there's going to be restaurants or malls or hotels or an industry that's going in, and therefore you need a road to access it or to provide better access.
I just feel the need to say this. A lot of people have said, because I'm working with the public relations side of this for a company, and I've heard people say, why does it take so long to get a road built? I mean, gee whiz, what's involved that takes so long? Well, it takes a long time because you want it done right, and there are a lot of elements involved.
Well, and we prepare plans for really several different reasons. One, we talked about, and that's so that a contractor can bid it. I mean, this is their plan, their set of instructions, if you will, to build a project. But the first reason is so that we can take the owner's ideas or what their needs are, express it on paper, so that they can say, yes, that's what we want, or no, that's not what we want.
And that's the scale.
That's to scale.
Yeah.
But it also gives them the idea of how everything fits together. How did their ideas come? How will their ideas come to reality? And then the other piece, the other purpose, or the other audience, if you will, are the permitting agencies. So, there's water quality, there's wetlands, there's all kinds of storm sewer or storm drainage requirements, land disturbance permits, those kinds of things to protect the environment. And so we prepare and submit as part of the application the plans for that audience as well.
Can we go through a set of these plans and kind of look at some of the things that you've already incorporated and your team have already incorporated into this? And then I noticed also there's some drawings, colored drawings that have been made up, and I'm wondering, how do all of these things work together or individually for the person who has hired you to do that job? But first, we want to go to a break.
Okay.
We'll do that and come back, and we're going to talk about some of the things that go into a plan. We're going to make you an engineer. We'll be right back.